Welcome everyone, back with the latest time trial video, where I go through my best lap and show you if I'm able to get gold driving in automatic, and hopefully show other drivers who attempt this in automatic that if I was able to be fast enough, then it can be done. Sometimes I'm not fast enough, or the elite drivers make the gold target out of reach, and I'll have to switch to manual. I'll showcase those laps in these videos as well. I do all my driving on controller, and in time trials, I drive with assists on, which are countersteering, ASM, ABS, and traction if needed. I'm also using the braking area, apex markers, and chasing one of the leader's ghost. The second part of this video will be the chase cam view, so you can see the full position of the car through turns as I'm driving. With all that being said, let's jump right into the lap and show you how I did. This time trial is at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve in the Mercedes-AMG C63S. I have my traction set at 2 and ABS set at weak. Turn 1. My marker is the 150 board and I'm braking just before it passes off screen. Let off passing over the last bar, let it coast over the curb, then a quick tap of the gas. Then braking when this tower is in front of me. Let off around the apex, coast about halfway around the turn, then gradually on the throttle until I can go full. At the first chicane, I'm using this very blurry 100 board and brake just as it passes off screen. I let off a few meters after the last red bar, back on the throttle early, while swinging the car through both turns. I lift here for the rotation. At the second chicane, I'm using the 100 board and I start braking right before it. I let off after the last bar but had to tap it a couple more times to get tighter on the turn. Then I flutter the throttle around the next turn until I can go. Here at the third chicane, I'm using this super blurry 150 board as my marker. I start braking as soon as it passes off screen, let off as I'm passing over the last bar, coast into the first turn, and as I'm going over it, I gradually get back on the throttle. Here at the U-turn, I use this section of cement in the grass as my marker. I let off a couple meters after the last bar, coast, then around halfway get back on the throttle gradually until I can go full out. Final chicane, I use the marshals or the ambulance, pretty much both, let off a couple meters after the last bar, while trail braking into the turn, and back on the throttle gradually going over both curbs until I can go full out on the exit. Now approaching the finish line, I was able to put together a much faster lap than my previous record and get myself into the 144s with a 1:44.768, almost a second faster than the target time, and should secure a gold. Now I leave you with the chase cam view. Hope this video can help all my fellow automatic drivers get themselves that gold. Please like, comment and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and see you in the next video.